So here's the funny thing, and this is what I tell my followers. All of my family on here, they know we talk about three things that it takes any business or an investment to work: knowledge, time, and money. KTM. Knowledge, time, and money. That doesn't mean the business or investment will be successful, but in order for it to work, you need the knowledge. You got to know what you're doing. You need the time, meaning it has to be operated, and you need the money.
I think the knowledge is actually more important than the money in some cases, right?
It is always more important. A lot of people don't think that. They think it's more, the person that's putting in the money may have more risk, but the knowledge is way more important than the money because there's so many ways of getting the money, right? So the problem that we think is we think that we as one person have to have all three. I got to know how to do this. I got to have the time to do it, and I got to have the money. No, you don't. You need one out of three. You need one out of three. So if you got the knowledge, you can find somebody else that got the money and maybe find somebody else to operate. Or you can have the time to operate and find somebody else with the knowledge and the money. So here's the thing. At the time, I had no hotel knowledge. I'm going to show you where this stuff comes in there. I had no knowledge on hotels, right? But I had the time. He had the money. So what I did was when I first went up there, I hired a guy from out of Miami that had been running hotels for like 30 years. He was retired. He was an older guy. His name was Barry. I'll never forget. And Barry, I paid him to come up to help us with the hotel. But here's the funny thing. His method of the hotel and the hotel that the way we thought we were going to run it, it wasn't working. We were losing money. In the first 6 months, I didn't even make no money. Like it was horrible. And what I realized, the type of hotel this was, now just to put you in a mindset, this ain't the Hilton. This ain't the Intercontinental, you know, that's my spot in LA, you know. This ain't that.
It's right there.
yeah, exactly. I was about to say next door to you. Yeah. You know, so you know, this ain't that. This is your mom and pop, like in the hood type of hotel, motel, hotel, right? So what I did was I came up with an idea. I was talking with a business partner of mine, and she was telling me, she says, Pocky, you get a lot of people that need long-term lodging. Why are you trying to go with that model? Why don't you use the model that you know, which is you used to manage apartment buildings. I had managed a 62-unit apartment building before. Why don't you take that and put it here? And I said, you know what? That's a good idea. We end up turning the hotel literally into like a extended stay type of thing. No more one nights. You can't come at our hotel or motel and stay one night. It's either by the week or by the month. So what that did was that allowed me to get longer term people who now, once you're in a room for over a few days, you don't even want nobody, especially in these spots, you don't want nobody in your room. So I didn't have to have as many housekeepers as I had in the beginning. You know, I was able to change the shift. Instead of being open 24/7, we was literally open from 9 to 7. So that cut down. Like I was able to do a lot of adjusting and things like that. We started with a vending machine inside. We made money there. We ended up turning the lobby into a convenience store, full-out convenience store. Then we started cooking food in the back, you know, selling dinners, wings and fries and like we was just hitting them from every angle. But all of this was learning on the fly. But again, sometimes again, you don't have to know it all. You can take what you know and build from there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, not to go too spiritual, but when God has a plan for you and you set yourself up in place, there's nothing, no one, nothing can stop it as long as you stay focused on the prize. And that's what we did. So we end up doing that for 3.5 years almost, and we sold it in 2016. We sold it for 1.3 million, and we never put a dime out of the other than the 550
of it, right?
Right.
Wow. And you made all that revenue from managing it. That's a beautiful story, bro.
And I put all my family on. My 3 cousins, my wife, my children, a couple of friends. I had everybody, all my family I put on. Everybody was working for us. And I don't say me because what I do is you never work for me. You work with me. I'm building everybody around me. I don't want to be nobody boss. I'm a leader. Right. I'll lead you, but you do your own thing. And now through that, one of my cousins runs and owns our property management company. He owns that with us and he runs it. So we manage close to 300 doors right now that he does himself. I have a small ownership in that. My other cousin runs and owns our rehab company that we do rehab projects. It's more now rehab management than it is actual rehab. We used to have a full staff and trucks and all that, but we got rid of that and went to more of the rehab management. But again, you know, all of this is a part of me bringing the family in and making sure everybody could eat as long as they was willing to eat, you know, and work hard for it. So, you know, we did that for 3.5 years and we sold it in 2016, took a few months off, and we birthed Hoodestates January 15, 2017.